Yep, you guessed it. We're back. And what are we doing? Well, it's the continuation of making a journal out of junk, which was the challenge for hashtag how do you do art. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and grab, here's our journal cover so far, at least mine. I know, the whole thing won't fit in the frame. And then we have our signature, just our pages. And I did add, I folded and put back in the ones that we worked on last week. So that's here. Of course, well, they're falling on the floor. Oh my goodness. For some reason that doesn't want to stay. But I figured we would do a couple things today. I've got actually two things specifically that I want to do. A few videos ago, a handful ago, I had made a layered journal, and somebody in the comments said, oh, you must follow treasure books. And I thought, what's that? So I went to my YouTube search bar and I typed in treasure books. Oh, Natasha over at Treasure Books. That's who they were talking about. And I learned a little something that I wanted to do with junk in this journal, but I thought I'd share with you. When I have time and I watch other creators, one of the people that I really enjoy watching is Louisa Heinzel, but also Barbara over at 49 Dragonflies. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link Barbara and her channel in the description box. And I'm going to link a video to from her channel, something I watched recently. She does use junk now and then, and her playlist is called Junk Journal Snacks. And yes, sometimes she uses things like candy bar wrappers. Well, I wanted to try something with junk that she recently did. I thought, ooh, I love that idea. So what is this? This is just, well, we're going to Hawaii in November, so months from now, but you got to plan little bits ahead of time. And I know, at least for Maui, where we're going, they prefer you to use mineral sunscreen. So I went ahead, and a friend of mine sells Mary Kay, and I bought mineral facial sunscreen SPF 50. And yeah, I have the box. I thought we could use it. But you could use any box. Like, let's see. I'm digging in my little junk bag here, and I do have, makes my mouth water. I've got, it's empty, guys, it's empty. I wish it was not empty, because this was some yummy chocolate. But you could use anything, really, because I am going to have to pull this apart. And I think, yeah, it's glued together right here. So that's where we'll just go ahead and pull it. And let's make something in honor of Barbara's tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my little cutter here. And I'm going to cut this down, or I'm going to attempt to. I don't know if this is going to cut it or not. You know what? I better... Maybe I need scissors. Let's try that first. We'll cut the ends off here at the top. And then I want to just cut around right along that crease line and hope to get a straight line. Yay, I did it. And I'll cut on this side. Now, I am noticing this belly band is going to be kind of small, which is not good. I'm going to keep these in my little bag over next to me, because we might go ahead and use them for something. Actually, I'm going to keep this out, just in case. So we didn't need that. After all, scissors worked. So this is a very, very light pink. And I was thinking we could stick with that color. But you see, when putting this on a journal page, let me just show you in our journal here. if you notice, it's not very long. It would be fine, except that then we don't have a lot of space. So let me go to a different page here. One that I think I might actually use this on. How about this one? But do you see what I mean? There is tons of space. So I wanted to make this a little bit longer. Well, guess what? I have this light pink fabric. That's not going to be long enough, but it is the leftovers from an old bed sheet. And I thought, well, we could extend the belly band with a little fabric, and we would be doing more of what Barbara did. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snip that right about there, because that's about how long I want it. And then I think it is a little too wide, so I'm going to cut it right there and a rip. And I think that is the perfect size. It is. Okay. So then what I thought we could do is that would go on here. But I'm not going to lie, I don't really want this to say Mary Kay. So what if we, oh, there's something on that side too. So, all right, that's fine. Let's grab, do I have it near me? I'm turning my little cart. I do. Maybe we could put a little gesso on it. Not a lot. Dawn. Okay, well, I said not a lot. Yeah, okay. We are going to need a paper towel. That's what we are going to need. And I'm going to get this little piece of paper here in case I need to wipe some off. Okay, I've got a wet, oh, now it's dry, paintbrush. And I think I'll just, oh, too much. I think I'll just kind of cover up the words a little bit with this gesso. And then, so we don't waste gesso, we'll just wipe it over here on this page. There we go. Now, oh yeah, we wanted to cover that number 30. Okay, so I'll just leave it. We'll set that over to the side to dry and put this in the water. This now, it needs to dry a little bit. While I'll just set this in front of me. I went ahead and I took this really lightweight cardstock type, I don't even know what it is, cardboard stuff, whatever. It came, it's part of packaging, that's all it is. And I ran it through my Sizzix die cutter, and I cut out some shapes of flowers here that I thought maybe we could use. But I don't want them to stay white. So I've grabbed saltwater taffy and festive berries. And then, since my surface is not glass, I grabbed a little block here, acrylic block. And I was just kind of thinking that we could turn these flowers colorful. Now, obviously the backs look like that because it came from that packaging. But here's what I thought we'll do. Grab some water and let's do the saltwater taffy. And we'll just kind of get this all over the acrylic plate. Get it wet. I don't know that that was enough. There we go. Much better. And then give it a little squirty squirt. And then maybe we could just dip our flowers in it. And then they're pink. We'll set them off to dry on the side. That one. There we go. Got it. And I know I had said I was going to stick to neutrals in this journal. and I just decided to change my mind. So it'll be somewhat neutrals and somewhat not. You know, there are times where I will go with a theme and sometimes where I don't. So I think this one is going to be a mismatch of stuff. And that's okay. All right, so these, they shouldn't take too long to dry. Is this dry yet? Not quite, almost. Let's go ahead anyway and... well, that didn't work. Let's wipe this off. Clean that acrylic block off. And I still am like, I don't even really truly know if this is what I want, guys. I'm having a hard time deciding. I mean, boy, I think not. Okay, so here's what I think we'll do. I think I've decided we'll use that side. I'm going to come in with Festive Berries and go ahead and go around the edges. Hey, and I know it's kind of a dark color and this back here is a real light color, but maybe since this is an oxide, maybe it will get lighter if we spray it with a little water. And maybe, what if we just kind of do like that as well? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing here. And then squirt it and let it run. Okay, and we'll let that sit just for a second. And while we do that, I found buttons. They are, I collect buttons from old material, you know, shirts and things like that. So I've got these buttons to work with that are also pink. And this is something Treasure Books, Natasha, showed how to do. So I thought I'd show you a little bit of this while that dries. What she did was she cut off a piece of wire. Now this was going to, we were cleaning my husband's shop, and we used to make homemade wreaths just before, no, after Thanksgiving. We would go out and collect greenery, and then we'd have, you know, invite whoever wants to come, and everybody would make their own wreaths to hang up on their doors. We haven't done it in years. So we were going to get rid of this, and I thought, no, I'm going to keep that in my not my Christmas stash, my arts and crafts supplies, because you never know, I might need it. And guess what? Here we are today. We're going to use it. Now, I will tell you, do you have an old bra that has wire in it that you just don't like anymore? Cut it apart, grab the wire. I know it sounds funny, but it could work. Cut the wire apart. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to make our own homemade brads. And I kind of want to layer them. That's what I was thinking anyway. No. Let's see. Maybe this one here. Yeah. So all you do is you take this and kind of fold it in half. We'll put it through the first button. And yeah, my wire's green. I know. It's okay though. We'll put it through the second button. And then grab some pliers and pinch that bottom together real good and tight. And we have our own homemade brad. We'll use it in a minute. I want to make a couple more. Do we do this is a big one? I kind of like that lighter pink on the top. Let's do that. So we'll put it through. And yeah, Natasha over at Treasure Books made homemade brads this way. I thought, ooh, that's cool. What she did was she held the top right there. And then kind of lay it on the table and pinch those wires together in the middle, like that. So we have 2, that should be enough. We'll set these aside. And looking at this, it is still damp. I don't mind. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull some dampness off there. Why not? All right, that'll work. What I thought maybe we could do is come in with some flowers, but it's a little too much pink. So what if we grab some of our paper here, our sewing pattern paper, and what can we do with that? Let's see. Maybe just tear some off. I think a little thinner. A little bit more. And that could go there. And then I have this, it's a little darker. We could do a little more. Maybe go under, like that. And yeah, we've covered up those words. Maybe we'll take a little more. And we could go up here with that. Now, I'm actually looking, and I think before we do that, I have black ink here somewhere. Here it is. I think what I want to do is grab a stamp, and it doesn't really matter what stamp because you're not going to see a lot of it. And I'm going to just randomly stamp all over this just to give it a little something kind of in the background, in case you see some, anyway, whatever. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do. And then, ooh, what if we throw things on the floor? Something fell on the floor, and I don't know what it is, guys. Something fell. Yep. Oh, it's the stamp that was on here. It's the butterfly. Oh no. Oh. Haha, she flew on the floor. Okay, try this again. And I think what I want to do is get butterfly on here. There we go. Okay, so we have this, which we're going to need glue. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my fabric tack again. We're still using the stuff 2 bottles mixed together, and I added that, nail polish remover. So yeah, it does stink a little bit, like nail polish remover. That's okay with me. So we'll put that in the middle, and then we had this kind of here. And that one. And then I'm already losing stuff. Here it is. So we're gonna go like this. What the wire? The wire is stuck to me. Okay, and then the butterfly one. And oh my gosh, it's oozing out. Okay. Then maybe we could come in with a few flowers. I don't know which ones, guys. Choices. Is that backwards? That's backwards. Kind of like that. So we do need some glue to hold them down. So I think what we'll do Oh boy, this is really tough to do. Okay, guys, move over, Rover. We'll go this one here. And oh my, oh my. Dawn's having issues. What the heck? There we go. You know what? Let's just do this. It might be easier. There we go. I'm just, oh shoot. Oh my gosh, are you laughing at me yet? The glue oozing everywhere. Okay, we got those there. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. I wanted one more. This one here. Oh, okay. Well, there's now glue all over my desk protector. Let's use that glue. We're just gonna scoop it up and wipe it on. Okay. There we go. Everybody stay. Everybody just stay down. Stay where I put you. Okay, then my thought was maybe we could use one of these down here and one up here. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I need a pokey tool, and maybe we'll just use an awl. And I think I'm gonna poke right here at the base. Oh, you can't see. I'm gonna poke right here at the base of these flowers, like this, all the way through. And then I'm gonna come in with the biggest, and I'm gonna put both those little wires in there. Come on, I know the glue's not dry, it's trying to stick to me. Okay, and then on the other side, we're just gonna push those wires apart, like that. Oh my gosh, I love that. How cute. Now, do we need the other one up here? We could do that, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and, again, poke a hole and shove these in. So I have exciting news. My husband has to do a job at the Oregon coast this weekend, and I get to go with him. So the house that he's going to be working on is a rental, and the owner said we could stay there all weekend if we want. So I get to go to the beach. It's not the beach that I typically go to, so that's kind of cool, but it'll be fun to be able to spend the time with my hubby when he's not working, you know? So I'm excited about that. But here we are, we have a belly band. So let's grab, this is the page that we were gonna put it on. And what we'll do is I think we'll get this messy glue, and we'll go ahead and we'll just glue the bottom and the top. What about the feet of the fake brads, you say, Dawn? Won't things get stuck? Yep, you are probably correct. So I think what we'll do really quick, let's grab some masking tape. If I have some. I have tape. I don't know what kind. Oh, look at this. It's a wide masking tape. So why don't we just grab some of that and we'll stick it down. There we go. Make sure it's all stuck there. Perfect, it is. Try and throw away the other piece. And not upside down, Dawn. There we go. And see, the reason I have not sewn these papers into our cover yet is so that we can easily work on these pages. So there was Natasha at Treasure Book's idea, and then a similar idea to what Barbara over at 49 Dragonflies did. Now, yeah, we do need a tag or something to go in here. I do have this scrap, oh, 2 of them next to me. Would it fit in there? Oh my gosh, it sure would. So I'm going to set this aside, let it dry. Let's see, with this, maybe we attempt to cut it straight. Okay, hold on. Straight-ish. We'll do a tag top. And then, yeah, the bottom is not straight. It's good enough anyway. And then let's take our saltwater taffy. We'll go around the edges. And why not glue on the rest of these? Maybe like from the corner. We'll glue those down, and then we could create some sort of a something there, like a maybe a cluster. What do I have here? Oh, I'm throwing things as we work. Let's move that out of the way. Let's see, I've got book pages. Yeah, we've got a mess next to me here. Aha! What if that might be a little much, but we could put, oh my gosh, we could put scraps together. Oh, and then maybe like this. Let's cut this off about here and do another one like this. Grab our stapler. Oh, hey. Watch where you're stapling, lady. Okay, this could be just a cluster to put on any page. What if we grab our book real quick? And what if we put it right up here? Let's do that. So I'm gonna grab my Fabri-Tac again. We'll work on this tag real quick, and then we will be done for the day. And oh yes, I will come back. I will keep working on this. It may be a day or two before I come back. There may be something else that I want to work on tomorrow. It may be the next day. We need to do our Wisdom Wednesday on Wednesday. So we will be back to work more on this journal made from junk, though. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I am loving this junk. Let's cut that off. And you know what? Oh, I have an idea. Hang on a minute. Let's cut that. Put that in that pile, because I now have a different idea with this. So let's go ahead and take some glue. And you know what? let's just glue this down like this. Scrunch it up a little bit for some texture. There we go. And then, yeah, doing these teeny tiny stems is a little bit tough. Not gonna lie. It takes patience. Okay, we'll go from the corner. Press that down. Make sure it's sticking. And then we'll do this one. Oh, I have a dog snoring next to me. Can you hear her? Oh boy. We actually, no one's going to be home this weekend. So we actually hired our first dog sitter. She has dogs of her own at home. But lives, young gal, just a sweetheart, lives with her parents still. And so she knows dogs and is really good with them. Just a sweetheart. So she is going to come and dog sit for us. I'm so excited. Usually I wouldn't do that because I don't trust people with my animals. I know, dumb. But I do trust her. She's just, yeah, a sweetie. I don't know how else to explain it. All right, so now I was kind of thinking a button, and I think we will. Where did, right here. But where did my wad of, string? It's right there in my lap. Because what I was thinking, let's go ahead and get glued down. Put the wad of leftover, string down. Is it going to stay? Give our button some glue and go right over top of that. There we go. Oh my goodness. It's so adorable. It needs a little phrase, a word, a something. What do I have next to me? How about believe in yourself? Believe in yourself. When I'm not gonna lie, a song came to mind, and it is from the Silly Kids show Arthur from years ago. My kids used to watch it. They're grown now. They don't watch it anymore, but it went, and I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Anyway, believe in yourself, because that's the way, anyway, okay, Dawn, stop. There we go. Believe in yourself. And, there we go. Now, we gotta find our page that we just, there it is. And this will fit right in there. And it will be a cute little surprise when somebody takes it out. But we do need this stuff to dry. So I'm gonna leave it out and let it dry while we, let's see, right there, pick up our daily inspiration for women. Now, it's for men as well, but, ooh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you what to do with used coffee filter. How long? No, we'll have to wait. Darn it. We'll do that next. Okay, this one says, Hebrews 6:19 through 20, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain where our forerunner Jesus has entered on our behalf. Can I show you something? It's upside down, but there's my tattoo. Hebrews 6:19 and 20. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul. What hope? Jesus. It says, do you sometimes wiggle yourself free from the deep ground that is God, thinking you could survive without him? When we think we can live without God, we pull ourselves out of the firm ground of his love only to become dried out branches that serve no purpose. Our lives will then be filled with dissatisfaction, unhappiness, and discontentment. Fortunately, we don't have to stay that way. When we're ready, we can plow the fields of our hearts once again, allowing God to plant his love again. And once we're anchored in him again, we'll experience abundant blessing beyond belief. Heavenly Father, I want to remain anchored in you. Amen. Whew. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Go check out Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, and I will see you soon. Bye.